So, good evening, everyone. Maz is okay speaking to us once more. I hope we are all here. Do I have anyone in this room? If you are not asleep, just let me know that you're here. Oh, what happened? NEPA's taking light. Okay, guys, hang on. NEPA is taking light. Let me make sure I put something on, and I shall be back um, in a moment. Hold on. NEPA. That's a live stream, and NEPA has taken light. I love that. Okay. Let me find out what's happening. Okay. So, people, that's Mazes back. Sorry for the delay. Philo Ehime. I will say greetings, everyone. So, NEPA took light. So that's where we are. Good evening once more. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, world. Good evening, everyone. Barry, Igbo. Hi. I will say hi to everyone. Mazezoke speaking. Hi, everyone. Oh. Okay. Emmanuel, OPE. Good evening, brother. Good evening to you. So today I want to look at the news. I don't know. The news that Nigeria, some media. Ooh. So what's happening today? I had the first issue with the lightning. Now I am having issue with connection as well. So I hope someone is not trying to take me off air because it's getting really seriously here. Tony Bennett said I'm doing hide and seek. My brother. I like that joke. I'm not doing any hide and seek. I'm just doing hide and find. Okay, so you guys can find me. So man says, okay, here. Today, I'm looking at the American visa ban. They said some countries, including Nigeria is been stricken off the list of countries that would have basically some, immigration status restricted in the United States. Now, according to BBC, it reads that a U.S. travel ban that Donald Trump has, restricted immigration from Nigeria and 5 other African countries. Now, all this is happening within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, the Britain, that is United Kingdom, has gone and they've left the European Union. Now, there is one thing here. Nigeria, as it is today, was brought together by the British. Now, they have decided that after 40 something years, they no longer like the things that they thought about the European Union, not the EU, not Europe, but the European Union. That's that union, that they're no longer happy with some certain things. Now they voted in a referendum to go away. Remember, the key word is referendum. And Scottish demanded that for a second referendum, which they actually rejected. Question is, if Britain walked into European Union marriage after 40 something years, that marriage is not working. They walked out, nobody died, nobody killed, nobody was called name, right? Bear that in mind. Imagine what it is in Nigeria that you had a first marriage, your consent was not, no one's sought your consent. No one asked you if you want to marry this person. No one asked you anything. They just yanked everyone together in a first marriage, and they called that name of the country Nigeria. Now, why would it be hard for people to comprehend when some people say, okay, people, can we renegotiate the basis of this marriage? If this marriage is not working out, it's either we work on it in form of restructuring, reform, or we say, okay, baby, this marriage is no longer working. You are no longer so attractive, or the things you were telling me when I married you is no longer the same. Baby, I want to move away peacefully. If I owe you, if we bought a house together, we sell that house together, you move your own way, or I move my own way. We can divide all the assets, then we'll be on our own. So how could something that those that brought us together never liked, it's something that they are imposing on us and telling us that it is a nation that is indivisible. That's not right. Okay, that is on one hand. Why I mention this is because within 24 hours, they've left the EU. Trump survived impeachment. Trump administration now removed Nigeria from the sets of these nations that would not be getting these sets of visas. What do you guys think? What is the consequences of these actions on Nigeria as it is today? Now, the US, as I said before, has announced that it is expanding its scope on immigrations to include 6 more African nations, which includes Nigeria. And Nigeria, as you all know, is Africa's most populous nation. Citizens from Nigeria, Eritrea, Sudan, Tanzania, Kazakhstan, and Myanmar. Myanmar is Burma, will now be blocked from obtaining certain types of visa. So there are 2 clarifications here that I need to make. When you read the Nigerian press, they say Nigerian has been banned from visa, or rather acquiring visa from for America. That's not correct. That's not what has happened here. What has happened is that people from those countries will still be able to visit the United States of America on tourists. Okay? Recall in 2018, the US issued, basically twice as many immigration visas to Nigeria than to to any other countries, or all the countries that have been removed combined. Basically, what it means, I think America is getting a feel of it. Nigeria is not working. Your president is almost, I would say, deaf and dumb. I don't know if Britain was able to fix his ears. And things are not working out right. What he's been doing is, he sits on his on his behind, and people keep dying every single day. He does not address you. Your life doesn't matter to him anyway. So if your life matters to him, then he probably address you. Only thing I wished is if America could have probably banned our political, or what I call the politicians, the politicians. If America could ban our politicians from any medical treatment, any medical tourism, including the United Kingdom, ban them, yet let them either fix the local hospitals or they die in that godforsaken place. Here we are. People are not happy. I am not. I don't know if you're happy. So at the end of the day, the only thing it's just bad news after another. It's the government, keep doing the things and getting things wrong. Within the week, we saw Transparency International basically give their report, and their report says that Nigeria is actually, in terms of corruption, is getting worse. We saw every single Human Development Index report is not good on us. And someone demands that the president shall, if he is incompetent and if he is incapable of delivering governance, he should step aside. And that person is being called names in the person of Abaribe. I've made a separate video where I said, I stand with Abaribe, Senator Abaribe, come what may. Because in 7 years ago, or rather close to 8 years ago, 2012, 2013, remember, January 2012, when they assembled in Ojota and everyone was protesting and calling Jonathan every manner of unprintable names, what happened? They called and they said Jonathan must resign because of Boko Haram. Now we are saying that the president, it's not, there are processes of impeachment, but at least to say that the president should resign, it's your right. It's your right to say so. And that's what Abaribe has done. Now America has slammed us with these, visa restrictions. And what that visa restrictions actually mean for us is that we can no longer, as a people, it means, like I said before, the headline is misleading to term restrictions applying to Nigerians as trade ban or Nigerians. No, that's not correct. It is actually a suspension of the issuance of immigrant visas to Nigerian passport holders. The US says this suspension does not apply to visas for official business, tourism, student, and all the rest. In my own mind, in my own definition, what that means is it is not a travel ban, but an immigration visa ban. Okay, so that it means visas that will allow you to just come into America and settle down, not, that's the visa that they've stopped issuing because people could, if there are some parameters, let's say your father is an American, blah, 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 and you've lived in Nigeria for so long without your father, sometime you can file in and they can issue you that resident visa from Nigeria that you just basically move in. And that is what they have stopped. Now, thanks to Buhari for making us lose that one. Some of you may argue that the president has nothing to do with that. Who cares? He is the president. He is the one that's been in power, and he is the one that is on seat when that happened. It is an unbelievable thing happening, people, And what it means for us is actually there are two things we could do. If Nigerians are serious, they could work on themselves, sit up and tell the world that they are indeed a nation that could be reckoned with. Or they go back and start, basically continuing in the manner and way they have been doing things time immemorial, and they continue. And as long as that continues, then there is nothing. There is nothing, and there's not going to be any progress. Okay, people? So let me do some shout out, and I might take one or two questions, but that's one thing bugging me that I want to get out. And watch out for the video I am working on now. I hope by tomorrow I will be getting that video out. And that video is about these mechanics from Imo State in Port Harcourt. These guys were, they repaired someone's car, a customer's car, on delivering that, trying to deliver that car, or going home because they couldn't finish. So they didn't want to leave the car in their workshop. And going home to drop the car so that they could come back with the car the next day. And they took one way, police stopped them. One of them, Chima, died in the process of the police torture. The second one, I will show us the pictures tomorrow. These are horrendous pictures. And you ask yourself, how is that a nation? How can someone be treated in that way and manner? Someone paid with your own money to defend and to protect you. That person does something like that. I'm working on that video, so I hope by tomorrow, if I finish with the editing, I would be uploading that video. So let me just do some couple of shout outs to my fans and my viewers. And Neme Ndewo Ike Chukwobonna. It's disastrous. I greet you. Wilfred Eze, Emmanuel OPE, Nze Gerard Ude, saying Mazes, okay, and Tony Bennett. So if you want me to give you a shout out, you can write on the comment section. Okay. And if not, we just basically continue and look at more as regards to the consequences of what is happening. So we make it more an interactive section. I honestly hope that there is a way YouTube we can do phone-ins here. So I want to hear your views. Okay, so but in the absence of not hearing your views, I want to know what you think regarding the ban on Nigerians acquiring immigrant visas. Do you think it's something that could be a blessing to Nigeria, or do you think something that could be a cost to us? I think, let me read your thought. I can read them out. Anthony Chibike, nice bro. Barry Igbo, good job, brother. Thank you very much. And Ike Chukwobonna, peace be unto you, brother. You are doing a wonderful job. Now, for those of you that have been following me on Enugu, I didn't want to do that now, but I can as well tell you, I had a conversation last week, this week actually, and fantastically, I can confirm to us that the instrument landing radar has been installed in Enugu, and at least I saw those pictures and they are looking nice. However, as I have consistently told us, that airport in Enugu will not be completed without night landing facility. If any flight cannot land at the airport at night, then Enugu International Airport is not fit for purpose. But my understanding from the last time I was there during the Christmas period, job is ongoing. The feedback I had from people working on ground and some of the staffs there is that the PW handling that job is really aggressively doing a lot of job. Now, we can only, I can only thank many of you. I can only thank you, those who joined in this campaign to hold our reps, to hold the minister, to hold Federal Airport Authority to account. Without your voice, see, that is the power of social media. That's where I think you and I have made this happen. Without us collectively, we would, it would have been the same old story. No one would probably would have done anything at the end of International Airport. But with your support, without you, we are because you are. So it is a collective fight, and this fight we must continue. Good evening, brother Barry, I think, and one good evening. Ike Chukwobonna. My wife and kids are expected to be here in a few months. I am kind of scared now. To be where? To be in Nigeria. Your wife and kids are supposed to be, I don't know. You mean America? Oh, okay. Well, I think Ike Chukwobonna, if your wife and kids, if they've already issued them visa, that is, to rejoin their family, of course, you have nothing to fear. They will come. And by the way, the ban, hold on, let me check. The ban is taking effect from, hold on, the ban is taking effect from, is it February 20th? Or kind of, the ban is taking effect, not immediately. I think it's about, I just probably need to get back to the document once more. Hold on. Ban is taking effect. I don't know, but I don't think is immediate. So, Obonna, if your wife and kids have had, if they have their visas, I would advise you, brother, do not delay. Let them be in America within the shortest possible time, if possible before the 20th. And I think the ban is coming in effect from the 21st of February. If I would advise you candidly, these are risks. It's up to you if you want to take that risk. But the way I do my things, I wouldn't take that risk. I would want them to come in before that ban. Okay, but my mind, I think if they have the visa, then that should not be any issue. Where the problem will be if they have not gotten the visa, probably until the 21st of February, I don't know what is going to happen. That is where we found ourselves. Again, Nigerians are among the best. If not, Nigerians are the best immigrants in America, the most educated, the most hardworking. If there is no family, you see, first generation immigrants, you see a father, a mother having a first, second, third degree, the children, the same thing. Okay. So we, the people, the Nigerians in America are actually making Nigerians proud. And the Nigerians in America are actually doing very, very well. That's why you see the Nigerians in outside Nigeria, what they send back to Nigeria in terms of the GDP contribution is more than what the federal government budgets as a federal budget every single year. See? So Nigerians in diaspora can actually fund the nation, yet they cannot vote. So Ikechukwu Obonna, I've read the whole document and it says families can visit their loved ones. My family is yet to get appointment approval. This ban is a disaster. Okay. Brother, because they haven't gotten that appointment, I don't know if they're coming for a visit or if they're coming to join you. If they're coming to join you, you might need to get a lawyer to see, to read the what's it called, the small print and see the legal implication. But if they're coming to visit you, then you have nothing to fear. I don't know. Tony Bernard says, to be honest, Mazezoka, I don't think that the ban is good because it's only going to affect the normal people like you and I. Yes, my brother, I agree. The politicians, those that steal our money, remember they move with diplomatic passports. So invariably, it does not even affect them. So it can only affect you and I that go, do our legitimate businesses here and there. But for them, they steal our money. They do everything with our money, and yet we will be the ones to pay the price. That is just an unjust system, and that is just, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is something that doesn't tell good on us, but hey, here we are. These things keep happening. Okay? Believe you me, my brother, I'm giving you all the words of courage. It will happen during the day. Biafra is coming. I don't know when, but I will live to see it. I love you all. And OPE, we will say, they have immigrant visa process on the way already. Anyway, I appreciate you and your team. Keep doing what you do. Thank you very much. And the whole Ninja Media team will say thank you very much as well. I thank Ninja Media for allowing me to do some of my videos on their platform. It is indeed a wonderful platform where no one is restricted onto what he says or does. Is a media platform in Nigeria that allows people to air their views. So if you create content as well and you want to reach Injanja Media, you can do so at I think it's injanjamedia@gmail.com. So you can partner with them and create and share your content as well. So at the end of the day, like I've said before, this government is not giving us hope because there is insecurity everywhere. My dear, I stay in the US. The present situation is bad. So for some of our guys from Igbo land, see, everyone keeps saying the same thing. The present situation is, I think if care is not taken, we probably would deteriorate to a point that, you do something and people will be thinking, hey, who is this guy? And people will start suspecting us. Yes, Chris Obeguru says, yes, it's 22nd of February. Yes, that's what I said, either the 21st or the 22nd. Thanks, Chris, for that fantastic input. Okay, so people, I don't know what you think. Like, we've seen our brother Obonna now, who said that his family will be coming, and the guy is actually concerned because I don't know for how long he hasn't seen the family, but we have the right. We should have the right to see our loved ones. I don't even know what is the reason behind why people can no longer basically, why the implementation at all? People say Nigeria is the giant of Africa. What kind of giant? It feels like Nigeria is a giant walking on a mosquito legs. A giant walking on two legs of a mosquito. How can that be? Because if Nigeria were to be a nation that should be taken serious, then once America does something like this, they should have something they can do, just like the China trade war. They can do something, but here there is nothing. All we hear is just a press release from is this Shehu Gaba or I don't know who wrote that crap actually. Femi Adesina, look at what the federal government said. After that, they said, State House press release. United States suspension of the issuance of immigrant visa to Nigerians. On the 31st of January, that's yesterday, the United States, that's the US, Department of Homeland Security, DHS, announced temporary travel restrictions. See, these are not temporarily. Stop lying to yourself. They said they announced temporary restrictions on 6 countries, including Nigeria. For Nigeria, the restriction is the suspension of the issuance of immigrant visas, quote, immigrant visas to Nigerian passport holders only. This suspension shall come into effect on 21st of February. So 21st of February 2020. The suspension does not apply to other US visas, such as those for the official, business, tourism, student travel. The DHS states the suspension of immigrant visas become necessary following a review and update of methodology, performance metrics adopted by the US government to assess compliance of certain security criteria. Mark that keyword, security criteria by foreign governments. Security criteria, people, are you understanding why this is happening? I didn't write this. This is a statement issued by Femi Adesina. Okay, then they continue, they say, this resulted in certain enhancement on how information is shared between Nigeria and the US. Nigeria remains committed to maintaining productive relationship with the United States of America and its international allies, especially on matters of global security. President Muhammadu Buhari has established a committee to be chaired by the Honorable Minister of Interior and address the updated U.S. requirements. The committee will work with the U.S. government, Interpol, and other stakeholders to ensure all updates are properly implemented. Now, keywords here, if you guys paid attention, keywords here. I picked up the security, I picked up Interpol, I picked up Jesus Christ, come on. So we can always see, I can tell us free of charge. America started this because of some security concerns they had with Nigeria. They don't want people who are terrorists to probably be, admitted as American citizens. You've had it. I am waiting to hear you talk on Akanibiam Airport. Brother, are you late? I have already talked on Akanibiam International Airport. I said that work is ongoing. There is no cause for alarm. So what we are pushing for now is to ensure that the airport opens in April. The contractor demanded June. The minister said no, that it's going to open before April. However, there is a caveat. It's going to be only the runway. The terminal building is being handled by the Chinese construction company, and that is not going to be ready by April. Sad. Okay, so that is on Enugu International Airport. Now I'm trying to treat all the comments. Nze Gerard, I am okay. Sorry, I've addressed you as Gerard. Thanks a lot so far. Basil Ezechima, Nigeria closed their borders and the Americans restrict them from their visa and they are complaining. Okay, so Nigeria, yes, I know Nigeria closed their West African borders, especially the one Seme-Lome Seme border with what's it called, Ghana, Benin Republic here, but it's a different thing. Wilfred Eze, I'll once again thank you for your intense effort on Enugu International Airport renovation. You may not fully understand the impact your effort made on the project. Please keep doing. Oh, okay, brother, thank you very much. And You see, the Enugu International Airport is not only my effort, it is our collective effort. There is one adage in Igbo that says, Ekene kenimi n'olisi ahụ, okenike n'olu ya bụ ahụ ekene. While I thank you all viewers who supported, who tweeted, who retweeted, who, re-forwarded and shared the content we were producing for that airport. And when the government were looking at it, they thought, wow, what's happening? We are in danger. We have to hurriedly find money for this airport. So eventually it happened. And I thank you, so I cannot take the credit. I thank every single one of us. Like I promised us that I'm going to go to the airport Christmas, during the Christmas period, and I did. Now I'm promising us again, if everything being equal, I would be at that airport to see its reopening by Easter. Unless if that airport will not be, I'll drive down to Enugu to see. But besides that, I have my team who are at the Enugu International Airport. At least two of them are staffs of those working. So anytime I need pictorial video updates, they will gladly send that to me. So from the videos and pictures I've seen this week, I am happy of the rate of work happening in Enugu. One thing, however, I cannot speak on is, if when a cement is mixed, I don't know the quality of it. I couldn't see, I didn't mix myself, I didn't test it, but I can only see the things I see as a layman. My concern is that airport must be. There is no other way to put that. That airport must be done. That airport must be done. And once it's done, the second stage of the campaign, because the campaign doesn't stop the moment the airport starts working. Before now, my organization, Igbo Ekuni Initiative, we had engaged series of airlines to fly into Enugu. Some of them couldn't fly in because by the time they come into Nigeria, it's night. And Enugu Airport shuts at 7 o'clock. No, I think 6 or 7. And some of these airlines come in 8:30, 9, 10. Even Turkish airline comes in about 12:20 or 1:20. I think the Turkish airline to Port Harcourt comes in 1:20, midnight, early morning. So without night landing facilities, there is no way they can land. So with this, the second phase of this campaign will be, once it's done, my organization will still go back to those airlines and want to convince them to start flying into Enugu. When I know many of you watching will be, many of you are in the diaspora. What we are doing and what we want to do for the Igbo nation is to see people leaving Washington, D.C., people leaving probably San Francisco, or, not San Francisco, people leaving California, like Delta normally used to do before, fly direct to Enugu. Or like Lufthansa does, lands in Abuja, the people in Abuja disembarks, then it lands in Enugu. That's it. That's all we ask for. People living in United Kingdom, leaving Heathrow and fly directly without stopping anywhere directly in Enugu. You will see economic activities, and probably we expect to see our brothers, our sisters who are in diaspora who do not come home. We expect to see them fly home more frequent. That someone could leave maybe England 9 o'clock at night, and 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, that person is in Enugu. You can attend, you leave on a Friday and you attend to whatever you want to attend, and you leave on a Sunday. So basically your weekend, you just, because it's only 6 hours, it's just basically like going to Abuja for a meeting and coming back. Transportation is key. But today, many of you will know, and I will say this in Igbo, Makara Mama, Oderama, iwere gị ya eli na n'Igbo iwee jebe Lagos wee je nọgodu 1 or 2 days ị chọzịa ka isi Lagos gbadata n'Igbo izebe onwe gị ezebe maka na enwe ike ndị ntọlị echele na Benin. Ọ bụrụ na ndị ntọlị ndị na-achị efi ejidere ndị ntọlị ndị nke ndị uwe ojii ndị a na-akpọ SARS ewere gị mee pepe soup mana ihe niile a bụ ihe anyị ga-eme ka ọ kwụsị. Ihe gbasara Enugu nwere a long term strategy mana ife niile abụrụ ife anyị ga-ekwugodu n'ikuku. Ihe a na-asigwodu bụ si megwodu ka alụsịa ya. Ọ bụrụ na anyị jezie na-ejekwu ndị ụgbọelu nwere ụgbọelu dị iche iche ịma na o nwekwa na onye Igbo bidoro ụgbọelu Dr. Obiora nwafọ Igbo nwafọ Anambra o bido ụgbọelu a na-akpọ United Nigeria this week. Unu nwe idea and amakwa na ebe a na-eje. So fa ndị na-ekwu for Enugu International Airport rapụnụ na anyị mụ anya anyị mụ ihe anyị na-eje ka anyị napụtagodu for nke a anyị napụtaba nke ọzọ ma abanye na phase 2. Emi Mazi, thank you for your explanation on the visa ban. Nigeria is not a serious country. Basil Ezechima, what do you have to say about the Southeast governors want to set up their own security operations? Well, Imana, like I said before, the Amotekun that was set up by the Yoruba nation, it's a good thing. But I can tell us, for those who are critical thinkers, it is good that the Yorubas started it because Igbos wouldn't have. We wouldn't. If the Igbo were the ones that started the Amotekun, it could have been misconstrued. You will hear by now the whole Igbo nation probably would have been overrun by Nigerian military, stationed everywhere that they want to declare Biafra. This is their security outfit to do that. But it is good that the Yorubas, who, the group that brought Buhari the second time, because you can see the way, the way in the last election, the Yorubas still brought Buhari to power, because if they had not, it would have tipped the balance. Now, because they have 5 governors in APC and 1 governor, that's the Oyo State Governor Mahinde, in PDP. So they are in the majority and they are in control of this government. So if they are disgruntled, it is better that the Yorubas are disgruntled than the Igbos disgruntled because we didn't vote for the man. So he that is down fears no fall. Therefore, now that the Yorubas have done it, in my mind, what should happen is that the South-South and the Middle Belt, I do not understand why the South-South is keeping too, the quiet, the level of silence is deafening. The Igbo nation is a different thing. We're already there. We have these vigilantes in our local vicinities, in the states. The only thing the Igbo nation needs to do is for an interstate patrol, to have an agreement that says, Anambra, if you are going after someone, it gets to Amansi and gets into Enugu, you have the right to go into Enugu with joint patrol of Enugu team and go ahead. That is all. That's all. Nothing more than that. The Yoruba nation had to do what they did because they didn't have what we already have in the Southeast. But bear in mind, it's only in the Igbo nation that you see when someone removes his or her cloth, then we must fight this fight to finish. Remember, growing up in Onitsha then, we had a notorious thief called Otondo. One morning, the people of Onitsha woke up and said, Otondo, enough is enough. In Igbo, they said, agwala edo nwelu nkwọ edo wee nwelu. Ọ bụrụ na edo kpaba ike, agwa edo ya bụ alụsị edo, osisi eji wee tụọ ya. Therefore, ndị Igbo, they have been there. So the issue of Igbo Amotekun is a question of just expanding the existing structure, which is, again, I have consistently argued that was the mistake the Yoruba nation made, because there was no legal framework. And come to think of it, sometimes I think the Amotekun was, for me, was more noise than substance. Sorry, but you can disagree, but for me, it was more noise than substance. Amotekun, the whole of Yoruba nation, you remember that Ogun State is almost the size of entire Southeast. Only one state in the Yoruba nation. But Anambra State, for instance, has close to 500,000 vehicles for their vigilantes. But they don't make noise. If you go to Anambra State and you're doing anything, if you invite the police for your tradition, when you're done, your son, your daughter is having a traditional marriage, you're likely to have people lose their cars. But if you invite the vigilante group, because they know every single person coming in, coming out, you have police, you have protection, because security is local. When that was launched, over 200 innocent Hilux trucks was bought in one state alone. Now we have Enugu State Forest Guard, and the Enugu State Vigilante. We have Abia State Vigilante. The Abia State is working on their legislation now. So once these are done, I think the Southeast is the easiest one to harmonize. The only thing that they need to agree is to say, okay, these are border, the interstate border patrol. Maybe that's what they're likely to call it, to say these are going to be the border patrol. So that if someone is, if you're pursuing someone from, let's say from Oko, it gets into towards Ogu, and that is the borderland between Enugu and Anambra, so that the people, maybe there must be communication gadgets that people on the other side can see, okay, this thing is happening and we are aware, they can help you out. If they are patrolling the forest and some people invade a section with their militias, so they can always radio and saying, these militias, we are tracking them, they are here and they are here. See? So, but the other people didn't have what we had before, so that's what it is. So I hope I have answered your question, my brother. For me, I think the Igbo Amatekun is good, the Igbo Amatekun is good. Don James, we want flight from Sydney, Australia to Enugu Airport too. And James, what I can tell you is, I cannot do everything alone, and the Wekune cannot do everything alone. What you have to do, once Enugu State starts functioning, we might have to get together. We can give you templates of letters we've written to airlines. You can as well, in Sydney, Australia, you can meet, airlines that that they fly into Europe or into Africa. You can speak with them. You must make a case, because this is not done. This is purely business issue. It's not by emotion that people say, oh, Enugu, because any airline that comes into a place must must have the ability to make profit. So they are not coming there to to shake your hands because you are in Enugu and therefore they will make loss. No, even Ethiopia is surviving in Enugu because of our people that go to China and people that go to, remember that the European market and the American market are seasonal. Our brothers come home during the festive season. But what retains and what maintains a route is not only that seasonal Christmas, Easter, New Yam Festival, and all the rest. Think of, airlines flying in Enugu, for instance, February, March, then April, Easter, May, June. Then you talk before July, you have a summer holiday, August, September. Then what happens in October, November? So invariably, you see about 6 to 7 months of quiet time. So what airlines look at is how could they survive. That's why you see sometimes the prices are much higher at the higher season, because obviously they need to recoup some of those losses. Most times I've flown Ethiopia airline, and I just get myself upgraded to the on the business class on a cheaper rate, because if they didn't take the offer I was making to use the business class, that plane would go to Enugu with no one sitting at the business class. Okay. So, Ikechukwu Bona, I live in California and I return home every year, though I've not flown from America to Enugu or Port Harcourt before, but I'm happy I was possible. You were very right on flying direct to save cost. Not only saving cost, flying directly saves your life as well. It's not only cost, it's not all about money. One, it saves you cost. It saves your life as well. Then your risk is minimized. The risk of driving, from Lagos to the east is minimized. So that's that's the way I look at it. It says, is this life? Yes, it's life, Merrick. Sympathy the mayor. Just a little correction. Igbo started security services first before the Yorubas. Nnamdi Kanu set up BSS, Yorubas house, and I was going to condemn it. Okay. I think, my brother, I will say this in Igbo once more. At least let me know that it's for the audience I want to address. You see, the challenge and the mistake most of you name, mistake name na ihe gbasara BSS bụ na ọ bụrụ nọ ọdụa ndị OPC melụ ọmatokuna federal government by now aka ban ugbu because na enwero any elected backing. The error did with BSS bụ na BSS was done by an organization enyobe kedu ka anyị esi wee wetuo ọnụ. Mgbe ụfọdụ na anyị kwesịkwa na ịma ihe karịa n'ụfọdụ decision anyị na-eme. BSS dị mma, mana mgbe ebido DSS o nwee ihe ngwara, o nwee ihe mụnwa kwuo, asị m na afa BSS adịrọ mma. Ihe ka abụọ bụ na emebe nje ọ ghara ịdị bụ na ọ bụrụ na egwelu BSS kpọọ ya Red Cross or nurses, ọ bụrụ na ha na-enye onwe ndị nke a na-akpọ humanitarian service, iwepụ that security dị na ya, do you understand? Iwepụ that security, because he may be egosi na inwego formation. Mana ọ bụrụ na ịbịa mee ọ bụ something to do with civilian, because ị na-anya Hishbab or whatever a na-ekwukwo na ugwu Hausa, that's actually how they started until state take over. So in our own, the mistake anyị nwa mere na mgbe ahụ bụ na etu esi wee bido ya. The only people nwere ike ime the federal government ama ntinye anya bụ the elected state. The constitution had the right to do that. But anything outside that wouldn't have worked. I can't have mana I hope na ndị na-ege ntị na ndị ga-watch ihe m na-ekwu later ya aghọta ebe m na-eje. And that's why I'm just ka m kwuo ya n'Igbo ka ọ ghara ịbụ for onye ọbụla ịnụ ihe m na-ekwu. Otu a ka ọ ra m n'ọnụ m. Okay, that's a correction. Well, I think I've answered your correction. Kudos, one, you are doing fine. Thanks very much. Okay, they said my brother, you are the best. Please keep it up. Thank you very much, Obara. So, I think I would want to sympathy the mayor. I want to know whether ma ikwenye n'ihe nkwu, because ịma na ihe gbasara ihe BSS o tege eji ekwu ya, and ọ na-abụ ekwukata ihe gbasara BSS, or some of us, because not the too sensitive, arachi itinye ya ọnụ, mana a sị na asọkọta ịza anya ikpuru nkata gwu ya okwu, ọ bụrụ na onwe ebe anyị mejọ anyị ekweta. The best na-aka eme mgbe emebe ihe BSS a bụ ihe dịka amotekwu na onye ọbụla. BSS aka bụ a collective, because if ihe gbasara amotekwu, Yoruba Renewal Group na ya, Oduduwa Group na ya, ndị nke na-achọ Oduduwa country na ya, ndị OPC na ya, OPC ụzọ ịtọ, ndị reformed OPC, ndị original OPC nke Gani Ada, ndị otu nke fashion, ha ncha niile bịa together collapse wee nọlụ n'azụ ndị bụ ndị emele elect. That's why no one could break that barrier. Ọ bụrụ na mbọsị ọbụla o nwee ihe gọọmenti dị na South East kwekọrịtara na ha ga-eme, ihe anyị need bụ, because na-enekwa n'anya dekwa na ihe a na-ekwu n'abalị ya n'akwụkwọ, mgbe ọbụla afọ m ihe ụmaghị na-ekwu yesterday, mgbe ọbụla ndị South East governors ga-abịa nwee ihe ha kwụ, ọkwa ọnụ nwa nọsị n'ịntanetị ga-ebu ụzọ wee bụziesị ya na kịta aka ha na-eme nka na nke aka ha na-eme. Anyị nwa bụkwa ndị ga-ebu ụzọ kọtọba ha, mana na ka ndị Yoruba si wee mee nke ha. The moment ndị ha nwa ma elect pụta kwuru, ndị nke ọzọ kwuru ha n'azụ. Ịmakwa na o nwere ihe nna agwa ya, sị na ọ na-abụ enibe efi enibe mbaba efi gbapụ mbịba chụwa. Whether Miss ma ọgụnwa mere elect ma na ọhọbụnwa mere elect, iwe wee gị ijezọ vote, mana for the fact that na ha abụrụgo a constituted authority, ha nwa bụ ndị ga-abụ ha kwuo na ihe na-agwa anyị. Ọkwa Akparibe nọ na Senate wee sị Buhari ya litua na Buhari bụ an incompetent president. Onwe ihe emere, mana ọ bụrụ na Akparibe abụghị onye mere elect wee bụrụ minority leader, ọ bụrụ na onye ọzọ kwuru ya, ma DSS akụbagolo ya aka n'ọnụ ụzọ. So we need to, mgbe ụfọdụ anyị yuzuo ọgụgụ isi anyị wee mara ihe na-eme. Ngwa ka ụmụnne m, ka ọgwụ m n'ọnụ na ihe i kwuru bụ ihe mere eme. BSS emere ya mgbe ọgba aghara dị na exactly ọgba aghara na Basil Ezechima, Chukwu gọzie anyị. Mgbe ọgba aghara dị, a sị na a na-agwọ nsọ edo anya ara etinye, a na-asọ ha na-agwọ nsọ dị edo anya ara etinye ịgbaka. Enwere ọgba aghara. Ihe kwesịrị inwe mgbe bụ ihe ọbụla kwesịrị ịdị civil. Mana mgbe kwuruzi ya secret service, come on now, another BSS equal DSS. Onwurugo steeti na Nigeria nwere ike isi kịta na ụchọ ije na Anambra steeti nwere Anambra secret service, federal government agbachi nkịtị. No, it was shut down immediately. Mana Anambra nwere ike isi na enwe Anambra guide, Anambra guild, Anambra boys social whatever. Mana the operation ihe ọzọ ha na-emezi ihe mere emi ha nwere ike ị na-eme. Nwere ike onwe onye na-eme ihe daga olu abalị onye wee fuo. But ebe a na-asị gị na ya ọkwa ihe a nwa bụkwa na ọkwọngwa n'ihe a bụ Anambra Ogene Group, mana it's beyond that. Nkwụcha abụrụ ụjọ, a sịkwa na onye ndị iro gba gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche. Biko ụmụnne m, ka anyị mụrụ n'anya. Achọrọ m ikwubu okwu BSS a mekọrọ, mana ekwukata ọ bụrụ na m ekwuru ya na dịka na idele ihe mgbachi gị nkịtị, mana chee ihe m na-agwa gị eche, chee ya eche. The same way ntị na-agwa anyị etu ihe na-eme na Nigeria, na ihe anyị niile bụ Southern Nigeria ka anyị work one together. Hapụ kene ma ị na-asị na ọ ga-abụ Biafra, ma ihe niile a bụ distraction. Inweta Southern Nigeria ma nọ ndị gị na ha ga-ekwunwu, ị na-ekwuzi oke ọ bụrụ na anyị bịa, kedu ka anyị ga-esi wee kpokọta onwe anyị ọnụ, kedu ihe anyị ga-agwa onwe anyị. Ị nwezi ike na-asị na confederation n'ime Southern Nigeria, ngwa nwee na Oduduwa nke unu, ngwa nwee na Biafra, ngwa nweenụ nke a, ngwa nweenụ nke a. Unu kpokọta onwe unu ọnụ n'ime Southern Nigeria, unu chọzie, unu enwe one single currency, unu enwe one defense. Each ndị ọbụla n'ọlụ onwe ha bụkwa country on their own, kwa ịchọkwa ha nwa jee nwelu ha chi ịlụ airport 50 ha lụọ, ha chi ịlụ seaport 20 ha lụọ, but enwe every month ọ bụrụ 20-30% ka a ga na-eweta ka e wee na-agbanyelu president of the southern the new nation fuel bụrụ whatever a na-ewe ịmụga ọ bụrụ ihe dị ihe a, maka na anyị mụkwara ebe nsogbu dị, na nsogbu a bụ ndị na-akpụ isi na ana nọ the other side. So and ịpụtasị na ọsọsọ gị na ka ibuli ya n'isi gidigidi na-agba ga-agbagbu oge na nwere onye nwe unu na-apụta ịghọta. So anyị kwesịrị ịma ife, anyị kwesịrị ime ife. So ọ na-abụ nkwukata ya asị m na ọ dị nnọọ ka ọ bụrụ na ọ nwe etu a ga-esi napụsị anyị fonu, napụsị everything na anyị na-eme ajọ mkpọtụ too much, anyị need ịba n'ime chee echiche, anyị mee ihe anyị take ndị mmadụ by surprise. Na enyi ya nkịta anụ ndị Yoruba enyego anyị idea emego amotekwu even mgbe ọ bịa late, mana aka ihe in na amotekwu a onye ga anyị, ọ bụrụ na anyị nwabido amotekwu na aka agbago mmadụ titi by now. If ga-afụ amota nke a na-eme ofu na South East, mana I thank God nọ ndị ofe mmanụ bido onye ga anyị the impetus na isizi okay na anyị nwa our vigilantes now na anyị ga-enwezi a command and control structure ga-adị on that level. Ihe ndị na-eche bụ ndị Niger Delta, amara m ihe mere na Niger Delta nwere gọvanọ. We must continue. Kudos nwanne m, you're doing fine. Okay. Kedu ebe m kwụsị? Basil ike agwụrụ ka agụgụ m ya. Mike Nnamoko, I so much believe in Southern Nigeria. Now you are talking my language, bros. Man, Iman, I think Mike Nnamoko, ọ bụ not tata ka ị nụgo ebe m na-ekwu okwu Southern Nigeria, man, go to my video. Go to njenjem, scroll to the videos last year. Ị ga-afụ ebe m kọwalụ, m na-akọwala, but ihe na-eme problem anyị na-abụ ụfọdụ n'ime anyị ara eche echiche chemee echiche ime na-abụ ha bịa sị gị it is this or nothing. O nwere na-ekwu ụdị okwu a because o nwee ihe bụ na igwe bụ ike. Nna ife emego the first mistake eme wee jee ọgụ a na nkịtị sọsọfa eje emelie ha, anyị ga-abụ ndị amara ife na ejekwa again. Kịta ya ga-eme bụ na a ga-ekozi ya ekokọrọ ha everybody, ekokọrọ ya ọ ga-ebido handshake of across the Niger. So ka ekokọrọ onye ọbụla si jebezie ya n'ụdị, then it will be better. And nke a ka m kwenyere ya, nke m kwenyere ya bụ nke a ga-eme emekọta ya ọnụ, then it will allow us to now say kedu ka anyị ga-esi define etu anyị si chọọ ibi. Because na anyị na-ebido n'isi, I need the whole South need the onwefa, mana onwe ndị me nidro, ndị nọ n'ugwu nidro mfa, ha na ọla onwefa, ha chọọ ị na-ebe aka ụtụtụ efu, ha che na ha teta ụla ebela aka mmadụ ha bebe, achọrọ m ọ bụrụ iwu. Listen, a na-ekwu nama because na ya uche anyị adịbeghị etu esi azụ nama, mbọsị uche anyị ba etu esi azụ nama, anyị azụọ nama ha lee ya nke anyị ọ ga-aka wee nwa anụ, ọ ga-aka wee dị cheaper. That's what we can do. You must continue. Get real. I applaud your relentless effort to hold the office of both the state government aviation and one name. Thank you very much. Get real. It's not only me, it's you and I. It is our collective. It is collective. I know, I know the last time, oburi heri ne ka kusas na diochara ana ngota diochi nkwara data ne dechara kusie ni nofu ne. And I know the type of calls ngota for the name and do for ndị mmadụ na-agwa gị na biko na ọkwa na-akwụsị ime mkpọtụ na ifu na ama nlu enugwu a. So ịma na mkpọtụ niile aha anyị na-eme, all the WhatsApp messages, all the Facebook, all the Twitter, it worked. It worked. It worked and it's working. I will be rounding up now. Let me take some of your comments before I call it a quit. One, the truth was that the elite never gave support. Then IPOB took the bull by the horn. My dear, you cannot take the bull by the horn. Ebi Nwero. You cannot take the bull by the horn. Ebi Nwero. Imogwana Yoruba land in Egburu. The daughter of Fasoranti was killed. Olufale was kidnapped in his family. How many years Yoruba suffer here? Imogwa ihe oyi na Igbo. Ịpụtakịtị abụ na asị gị na ndị na-achị efi bịa jide ka na-abịa Prọfesọ Ben Nwabueze ma ọ Mbazulike Amaechi akpụrụ ya n'ala Igbo. Let us, and for so long they didn't hebu hebe na mma dịka etu onye ahụ na-asị na-eche. That is, there is something we must learn from that. Onwe hebu na, if you go through the wrong channel, you will not succeed. Therefore, yes, ndị okenye anyị ọ na-emeti ya fara emetachia. Fara emetachia. I'm not happy with them fara emetachia. Onwego mgbe m ji sị gị na fara emetachia bụ na onwe mgbe eme ụzọ ụwa na attack. I sent people ka ha jee n'ụzọ ụwa na jee visit the community, and I called some of the Igbo leaders. Some of their responses, I won't mention them, no onye nke ngwal si abiko ke ihe anyị ga-eme, kedu ihe anyị ga-eme na we are under attack and threat. Ime ihe ọgwalụ. An Igbo leader nwere n'ime unu na-ege m ntị na amara onye ọbụ, mana ime ihe ọgwalụ. Ọ sị ma na ọ bụrụ na olue na ka anyị jee welu mma ka eje mee fa ka ya na-abịa eje chebirifa ka emefa attack. Mana onye a na ihe a na-ekwu isi ya dị ọdị mma. You know what? In strategy and in defense, nwere tigị esi ma attack ebe ị nwere any reinforcement. Neke n'anya, ije n'obodo n'ime obodo kịta jee ma attack gbuo mmadụ. Ị nwere any vigilante na that state ga-eche na nche n'abalị, nwere ndị nche. Ị nwere any line of defense. Ịmakwa ihe ime bụ na ndị agbachighị nkịtị 1 month nwere ike iche ga-abụ na ọpụgo. You are now putting our mothers and our fathers, our siblings in n'ime villages in danger because they will come back. That wasn't a good strategy. So, but at the end of the day, thank God we resolved it and the whole issue was resolved. So what we are saying, but now we need to start putting tactics, strategies into the things we do. We must continue. Let me read one more, 2 comments. Bro AZ, one is okay. I disagree with you on why Biafra lost the war, but go on nonetheless. I'm listening. Well, my dear, there is no single one reason why Biafra lost the war. These are multiple. There are multiple, it's an array of couple of events. One of them, Ndi Kelu Nigeria actually, they had allies, and they were given the allies na-enye ha ngwa ọgụ eji agbaghi. Inwe blockade, inwelu starvation, that na ihe in our worst world, the reason Ojuwe insisted on the blockade, no, na we buten the soldiers a bully. So because the soldiers na ebun, guy aligns the soldiers, and then Momazi are now. So it's not a one-shop thing. No, this particular reason. Anyway, series of things in many that accumulated together into us losing. But Mabukwe just war, yes, because so a war of survival. In a program, in a bundle muddy. So you see how you get in what I clear it's not possible. So, my dear, you can disagree with me, but that's why it's a free world. David Christie, the leader of IPOB, have already doing something that is untold or broadcast in public in Biafran land. Coming in, you see. Okay, I agree. What of Anambra Cargo Airport? Make a laugh in Spanish. Anambra Cargo Airport. Well, a friend of mine went there 2 weeks ago. Anambra Cargo Airport is ongoing. But at least it has become clear, like I've told us, that it was a scam. Now, $2 billion well Anambra State Airport. So now I've been proven right. I had a bet with the director of ABS, okay, Tony Nwora, on that, Uche Nwora, sorry, on that issue. And I told him that I'll eat your money. And today I've been vindicated because it was a fraud. I saw it. There is no way you build an airport with $2 billion. $2 billion. But today, at least on our laws. But one thing I will say that now their governor draw this smart in China because he have a village. Mbulu governor. Although I'm airport in my community. In 16 or 18 months maximum. And that airport got functional in 18 months. That's how you know it, man. What of Anambra Kago have done that? Good morning, brother. Good morning, kwa. Ewo, KBC this event in Vietnam. God bless America. God bless Russia. God bless Biafra more. Christo Trump. Winfrey. Thank you, brother, for the time, and thank you for the contribution today, tonight. Let's keep going. Yes, thank you. We'll keep going. We lost the war because Ojukwu never make Biafra known to the international community. No, no. David Christie, you are not talking, you are not correct. You are not correct. You are talking from a point of ignorance. Sorry. But David Christie, that comment, no. No, I disagree. Please go and read most of the war documents. Do you know the role Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe played when he was going everywhere as deep? Do you know the role Chinua Achebe played? How can you say that we didn't make efforts diplomatically? We made him. How many? Do you know how many meetings AU were? Addis Ababa. Huh? Now, man, please, before we say something like this, let us go. The issue, the odds were stacking against us. That's the simple truth. The odds was against us. So that's the distance. News about Imo State Governor Tozo. No, what any news there? Now the only thing there, the governor is there, and it's becoming increasingly likely that it's only 2023 that we have another election. I don't like what's happened in Imo State, but that's life. Tough. David, you have a blood here in Russia. Okay. Okay, people. So it has been a wonderful evening, and I will be calling it, off for 1 hour. I started with the ban on, on Nigeria with immigrant visa, and we have touched on wide array of things, starting from the American visa ban and the consequences for Nigeria and Africa in general who are involved. We moved into Enugu International Airport, Anambra Cargo Airport, what's it called? The Biafran BSS, Omotekun. A lot of things we've discussed this evening. Okay, so at the end of the day, what is going to happen is, please, the only thing I can beg of us, some of you will not agree with me, but think about it, regurgitate it. I want us to start thinking more strategically and more of a Southern Nigerian thing. I'm not trying to fly a new kite or develop a new concept, but realistically, having sat back and looked at it, I think Southern Nigeria, if we can collectively work together, that will be easier. Because I do not see anyone that will want to fight the Yoruba nation, the old Eastern region, the Middle Belt, that is going to come, that is Benue, Kogi, and all the rest. That's going to be part of that Southern Nigeria. I don't see anyone that is willing and is going to fight them to defeat them. Think, and think deeper. Once more, this is Mazel okay. I will be signing off. Then let's meet at the comment section. Remain blessed.